Hey, good morning everyone. This is Peter Stone. I'm out taking a morning ride here. It's just beautiful. It's like, I guess it's around 82, 84 degrees. And I'm taking a ride through my little gated community. You can see the leaves falling. It's winter time. It'll be getting cool soon. Get down into the 70s and 60s. But I love riding through these trees. And there's a lot of flowers. Very fragrant. And the air is really clean now, right? So there's not too much traffic out on the highway. Things are quiet. It's very nice. So, you know, the old saying, why fight it? Join it, so to speak. And so I'm taking full advantage of the quiet, the clean air. I mean, here is always quiet in this little village. Good morning. The guard shack. And there's some trees called Lilawagi right up there. And they're similar to the state flower in Hawaii. They are so fragrant. And they're just invigorating. So I like to go through this green before I get into a real pump. And I usually practice like I have for the last, who knows, 30 or 40 years. When I ride my bike, I don't like to bend my back. You know, I like to keep it straight and erect. So I have a Facebook page called Route 66. So it's kind of like, so what do you do? After you sit under a coconut tree, like, you know, some people, they retire when they're 65. And I say, that's good. But when Route 66 comes along, what do you do? What do you do? You start the new adventure. So I've been taking some herbs and nutritional supplements. I've been taking nutritional supplements and herbs for years. Some cases too many, but now I've tapered it off and do it responsibly. At one point, way back a long time ago, in a little bit of transition, trying to clean things up, I overdid it. So I'm like, okay, wake up call. So now I don't take a lot of supplements. I take enough. A supplement, not as food. I was even taking vitamins. I'm thinking, well, this is all I need. But that was foolish. And that's like 25, 30 years ago. So the herbs, though. Thinking I did some studying with Tony Robbins about mushrooms and the peanuts in Thailand. They have mold. There's a doctor that he brought on one time that said, oh, mold is bad, and especially the peanuts and the corn in Thailand. And I'm like, of all places to pick, I happen to be in Thailand. So I don't eat the peanuts, I don't eat the corn on the street. If I do eat peanuts, I get them fresh, alive, and cook them and roast them. But these herbs, I'm thinking mushrooms. Why would I take mushrooms? They're mold, like they don't help your body, but there's the medicinal mushrooms, right, that I was unaware of. So I did a little studying in the last 5 or 10 years, and I was exposed to mushrooms by Peter Ragnar. He's pretty fit, pretty brilliant, pretty smart guy. And so I listen to people like that. They inspire me. They give me an idea or a book. I buy it, I do it, I try it. And I'll tell you what. So as we move forward in life, as those, the medical association and everything says, oh, your memory, you lose your memory. Well, I'll tell you, I went from looking at a number of 6 to 9 to 10 digits, and I'm just shocked because it's like this imprint on my mind. It's like if I wanted to forget it, I couldn't. I don't know what to tell you, but the facts are the facts. And this is what has been happening. So I ride down the street, and I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to say I've been riding hands-free for years. But usually I put weights, and I'm pumping, right? I'm pumping with doing my uppers and my lowers as I ride the bike. Because people used to say, oh, there's not enough time. I don't have enough time. Okay, well, I get that. So look at the beautiful banana leaves and lush green. I think that's a mango tree. And there is our park with a nice place to sit up there and blow in the wind and meditate. And where all of the lotus flowers grow. And I've done some videos there. So they're doing a little trimming. Don't mind the noise. I went there. And they sweep. They're cleaning this. It's a little dated. This place is maybe 20 years old, but I'll tell you what, it's got a beautiful pool, a nice little gym, beautiful park, and the best part is, it's 5 minutes to my company. So, back to the herbs. So I started taking these mushrooms. There's a 7 mushroom, like a multi-mushroom, if you will. And I've been taking reishi, drinking it as a tea. I have it this morning. And ginger tea and roselle tea. And when I'm in Thailand, I have those teas every day. All my favorite little dogs. Just saying hello. So those herbs blew me away. I told my bookkeeper, I said, Tanya, this is just, I don't know what's going on, but I think it's these mushrooms. My memory is like really getting sharp. And my balance is good. And the more I have, the more I want. And I just think that's the spiraling out. I do that in our jewelry. There is spiraling out in life. There's one thing for sure. We're either growing out or we're growing in. And we shouldn't be growing in. It doesn't matter what's around us. I can tell you one thing. With all the crap on the news and just on Facebook and everywhere, I just, in my life, I can't say I got so wound up for a little while. And I had a bit of a blow-off last night. I just said, enough is enough. I worked on merchant ships and they had safety valves on every piece of pressure vessels. And here's our lovely little port. Good morning. And the port gets full of, there's a lot of butterflies, and like a month ago, there's still dragonflies. Like these swarms of dragonflies. I mean, they're not super thick, but there's probably 500, a couple of hundred to 500. So look at this shade tree. This is beautiful Thai shade tree. I mean, they don't just come in and cut down all the trees. I'm so happy. So I have to negotiate the guard building here. So what this road is, I ride this road like at lunchtime. Every day after lunchtime, I ride this road and do my exercise. I put ankle weights on my wrist and I pump. And I do like 3 different moves on the bike. But I'm doing it hand-free and I'm maneuvering around. And one day, I actually went around a roundabout, what we call a rotary in America. I'm like, hey, wow, that's pretty good. Circus material, right? So I'm really getting my balance. And so it's the opposite. My point is, it's the opposite of what we're taught. Balance is getting better. Memory is getting better. So I can't accept whatever the mainstream tells me. I go out and prove them wrong. So I got a little bit of a hill here. There's a little river here underneath. So this little clong, they call them, river, and there is a shack over there, right? These very poor people living where they can. So Thailand is very diverse, very interesting, and full of really nice people. So their spirit is right, whether they're wealthy or poor. And I would say the poor have a better attitude in most cases than some of the wealthy, as that is a worldwide challenge. So, and I'm not measuring on anything, I'm just saying in general here. So this road goes out to the main road, and that hotel is the Siam Mandarina, Siam Mandarina, and they just remodeled that. So they have a club called the Q Club. I was there for 14 days, and the Q Club Deluxe called the Quarantine Club. So food delivered to my room, a total deluxe experience. So I'm just here. So fresh fried chicken. It's a little noisy here, but what I did yesterday was, like, I sat here and I had, and it's true, it really is good coffee. I mean, it's ridiculously priced. I think it's 60 cents. But this girl, she makes every morning, she makes this toast and puts butter and sugar on it. And that's how she makes her living. And these people, see, they're all smiling. Oh, she got a baby today. Look, little baby, huh? Come on. Sure like up. Sawadee cup. Yeah, so fresh. I mean, it's fried. I have never had a piece of this, but it's fresh fried chicken. The chicken was walking probably early this morning or yesterday. And it's fresh cooked here. And these people are here making their living every day. So, my benefit is, oh no, I forgot my mask. Is the 7-Eleven. So when you come in, they got your temperature. Oh, Americano cup. Americano, lum mask. So I forgot my mask. I can't go in. Some places, it's not a big deal, but in 7-Eleven, they say you can't go in. And I'm like, okay. So this is our little 7-Eleven. There's probably, can you imagine, there's about 11 or 12 on this street. The street runs the whole length. The airport is right over there. It runs the whole length of the airport. The airport is what, I don't know, maybe 4 miles, I'm imagining. It's a big airport. So this is part of the morning walk, and I just wanted to share that morning walk and bike ride. So don't forget, herbs. The herbs are mushrooms. I have a long list. I don't remember them all, but the one I'm taking on a general basis is reishi, and it's turned my whole health around. It's amazing. So I had a couple issues, but boom, cleaned it up. And I'll be back a little later, and I just wanted to say hi to everybody and just take you on a little morning jaunt. It's a little noisy here. So there you are. Delivered. Cup. So things are very good here. People are friendly. They're not so busy they can't do things for you, and they're very kind. And these are the motorcycles. I mean, I thought in Taiwan when I went there a few years ago. There were many on the road, and I was shocked. I mean, hundreds of them had the stop sign, and that was in the 70s, 80s, early 80s. But here, there's quite a few, and they make you maneuver in your cars. But since it's so noisy, I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to enjoy my coffee. And it's not a plastic cup, I'm happy to say, it's paper.